Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready for a Group 3 race at Circuit de Spa-Francochamps on Gran Turismo Sports. So we are ready to go, to be excited, to be prepared for this week's on this daily race. So I hope everybody is getting prepared. So they did. So we are always going to be able to enjoy having a good time to race on the Belgium racetrack. So choosing any Group 3 race car, so looks like this is going to get everything. We'll be prepared to go with a Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3. So this will be able to be very excited to be able to get started to begin. So before enjoying watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy it anytime you want for the entertainment. So let's go and get ready to race, and let's get started. Let's just gonna get ready to go for one good clean race. So this is gonna be able to take up challenging efforts out there. So gonna make sure if we had to be able to recognize the corners, we're always gonna be able to make it very perfect. We'll be able to drive faster as much as possible. The track itself, we'll be able to push ourselves to the limit. So gonna make sure to be ready, because this is gonna be able to take 8 laps around the Belgium racetrack. So this is going to be able to have the best moment to be able to race on Spa-Francochamps. It's going to be quite very remarkable to be able to have a good Group 3 race. We'll be able to get started. Now, we'll be able to have a good warm-up to begin. So this is going to be everything we'll be going to be able to take a good pit lane to be able to pit out. So good thing that this is going to be able to take that hairpin at the first turn. It's going to get everything, will be very simple. We're always going to get everything going. Now, since we just always been enjoying watching the GT World Tour that we just saw on Spa-Francochamps, so looks like this is going to get everything. We'll be ready to be able to take that practice before this will might be able to get started for the second season of the 2019-20 Exhibition Series. So hope everybody is pretty excited to be able to get ready. So gonna make sure the first things first, we're gonna make sure to be able to race practice as much as possible. So this is going to get everything to be well extended to be able to get started to begin. This will might be able to take some few handling turns. We'll also to be able to go faster. We'll might be able to take the higher limits. We'll might be able to go in. Now this is going to get everything. We'll get started. So hope this will might be able to have a common goal, since taking the good start at 3rd place, because this is going to be able to take one faster qualifying time by 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Is going to be the very faster option. We might be able to go in. So let's go and get ready, because this is our only very first Group 3 race at Spa-Francochamps. So this is definitely might be very good, since the track introduction, to be able to race around to see it. So it was pretty awesome to be able to enjoy it. So right now, this is going to be able to race to practice. We'll might be able to begin. Now going in onto the rolling start, so going to make sure that this is going to be able to have that bus stop at the final corner. So this is going to be quite doing good. So here we go. This will might be able to get started. This is pretty excited to be able to enjoy it. So let this be the best 8-lap challenge to begin. So let's do it. Best of luck to all of us for having the first practice of the race. We're always going to begin to get started. Now the first turn is definitely might be quite very good technique on the hairpin. So this will might be able to go straight onto the old starting grid. So this is going to be the only hard part. So going to make sure to keep a good eyes out on the acceleration. Just going to make sure to avoid the penalty as possible. So this is going to get everything to be able to take exercise caution. We're always going to be able to go in, but this will be able to drive faster. We might be able to take the higher limit. So it always going to be able to take that precision. It's going to get everything going faster. Now looks like this is going to get pretty excited out there. So going to make sure to be able to take that inside turns, but it's getting tougher. Going to make sure to watch on the double cones whenever we have to do it. This will might be able to keep it well maintained on the inside. We'll be able to slow down. But this is going to be able to take single cones. We might be able to slow in. We might be able to keep going faster. We might be able to maintain on the speed. But better make sure that this is going to get everything. We might be able to find the good improvement turns Will always going to be able to keep up while racing on the circuit. Is going to get everything to be well motivated. So going to make sure don't lose any balance of the grip. This wheel might be able to take plenty of few skills around on the Belgium racetrack. Is going to get everything going in. Will also might be able to have a good inside turns while falling up near at the apex. So this is going to be able to take that sportsmanship rating. Will might be able to increase. So going to make sure to be able to keep racing up the speed. Will also to be able to go faster. But this is definitely might be pretty excellent. We'll be able to have a good race by this week on the daily race. It's going to get very challenging, so going to make sure don't lose that hope. Will might be able to take plenty of pressure. Will might be able to take that effort. Will might be able to go in. Now that was definitely might be pretty challenging on the last turn, so this is going to get everything. We'll move in onto the next lap, so this one might be able to keep trying, folks. This is going to get everything to be well properly patient made to be able to keep a good eyes out for it. So fuel is definitely might be getting near at 75%. So this is going to get everything. Will might be able to speed up. Will might be able to keep up on the pace. Now this is going to get everything. Will going in, so going to make sure to be able to avoid getting the penalty. So going to make sure to keep it well checked. Any moment, and looks like it's all good. That turn is quite pretty tough, while speeding up is going to be quite very risky. So if we have to make sure to be very careful, so just going to make sure to watch our limits. Is going to get everything what we need to do to be able to master the Spa-Francochamps. Is going to be the only way to be able to master the track. So this will might be able to wait until it'll be able to add it in onto the circuit experience later on. So this will might be able to have a good step to be able to demonstrate. Will might be able to do some basics on any circuit layouts by the corners. Is going to get everything. Will be getting started. Now looks like this is going to be able to see from a fifth place driver from behind. So going to make sure to keep focusing. So radar is now active to be able to use to be able to keep it well motion checked. It's going to get everything. Will be well challenging made to be able to stay on any top position as possible. So gonna make sure to be able to take plenty more inside turns as much as we can, folks. It's gonna get everything. Will go faster. Will might be able to keep up the pace. But this is definitely might be quite having a long race. Will also to go in. So it's definitely like having an endurance race. So this is going to be able to challenge ourselves if we have to be able to push the boundaries of the limits. Will might be able to drive faster. Will might be able to keep it in. But it will always going to be able to take the challenge for us if we have to be able to be ready. Now this is going to get everything going in onto that last turn. So going to keep it nice and tight. Keep racing up the speed. Will also to go in. So this one might be able to press forward onto the dirt lap. So this is going to get everything. Will going in by every 2 minutes and 25 seconds. So this is going to get everything. Will going in. Will also to have a faster lap. Will might be able to take plenty of precision. Is going to get everything. Has to do it. Going to decelerate and then re-accelerate again. So this is going to get everything. Will be well perfectly, but every driver can take the upper hand. While basic drivers are definitely might be able to keep up. Will always going to keep trying. Will also to go in. Now this is going to get everything. What we have to do, be able to learn faster while taking on that upper curve straight. Is going to be very tough, folks. Going to make sure to be able to do a lot of practice. Will might be able to go faster if we had to be able to take the upper hand. Is going to be very what we need to do. Now looks like this is going to get everything. Will going in. Will keep going faster. So it's like definitely wants to take the fourth place position. So this is going to get everything getting closer. This is going to get everything. Will might take the wide open. Will might be able to have that turn. Will go in. looks like he's still trying to keep up, so hope he does. So this is going to get everything to be well challenging made to do it, because that turn is definitely might be pretty tough for us if we have to be able to keep it well concentrated. Will might be able to make it one good standstill running. Will might be able to keep up the pace. Will might be able to stay on it. Fuel is definitely might be at 50% remaining, so looks like this is going to be able to have a guess is 47% remaining. Well, it was definitely might be doing good. Gonna make sure that this is going to be able to take a little bit more time at the pits, so gonna keep going faster. Will might be able to take plenty more effort. Will might be able to go in. Now let's just gonna be able to tap that turn wheel going in at that bus stop at the last corner. So this is gonna get everything going in. We'll be on the fourth lap. It's gonna be able to have a long halfway. This is gonna be able to take 10 seconds distance up ahead. It's gonna get everything going in, folks. Everything is brand new for the track to us, so we will always going to be able to learn all the corners, what we have to do, since we enjoyed playing GT5 and GT6. But now, this is going to be able to take a new set of challenges. We might be able to get in. We're always going to be able to keep up the good work. We're always going to be able to have a good sportsmanship. Will be able to race on Spa-Francochamps. It's going to get very important to be able to drive faster. We're always going to be able to make a good position. Now, that's just going to be able to keep it well steady up on ends. This is going to be able to take that turn. We're going in. Okay, gonna keep up the pace. Gonna stay in fourth place, so we can definitely might be able to have that overtake. Gonna stay in fourth place, folks. Hope I can probably able to keep up. We're always gonna be able to keep going faster. We might be able to stay strong. Challenging with tougher opponents is definitely might be the only moment we'll be able to test my limits. We might be able to get ready. It's like having a one tough training course is gonna get everything going in. Okay, he's doing all right. Hope he can probably able to stay together. So, hope he can probably able to stay in fifth place whenever he's definitely might be able to overtake my current position. So, this is gonna get everything going in, folks. So, gonna make sure to keep a good eyes out on the fuel. So, hope it's gonna be able to running out of gas soon. Now, this is gonna get everything really well precision. Will might be able to go in. Go. Just gonna be able to have that turn when speeding up. Will might be able to hang in there. Now this is gonna be able to take a little bit more time to be able to have that pit stop cutscene to be able to turns out to be. So good thing we already saw it. So this is gonna be able to take that pit strategy. We might be need to have that racing hard tires to be able to switch up to be able to get ready. So still got enough grip. It can take it, so this wheel might be able to take plenty much more duration. Wheel might be able to go in, so gonna make sure to be able to have that fuel in case. So looks like this wheel might be able to stop at lap number 6. So this is gonna get everything. We're always gonna be able to have that turn. We're going in up to the upper speed. Wheel might be able to go in. Pretty advanced techniques in Gran Turismo 2 license test. Good thing it will always be able to remember for nostalgia. It's going to be quite giving the basic work. Will also go in. Okay, looks like he passed me, so looks like going to be able to catch up. Will might be able to keep hanging in. Will might stay in fifth place, so this is going to be able to take the tough distance, but the goal is going to get very tougher against folks. Just going to be able to take that few efforts. Will might be able to go faster. Will have to be able to stay strong. Will might be able to keep up. Hope everybody is still learning on the track, so hope they did. So it is definitely might be able to do for only one thing to be able to have. We're the experts to be able to race on Spa-Francochamps. We know all the good turns. Is going to be able to have the skills. Will also to go in. So we have to be able to learn to recognize. So this wheel might be able to keep it well maintained, wheel might be able to stay on it. So we have to be able to make sure we will always going to be able to learn. So this is going to get everything, wheel might be able to stay on it. So going to take that slipstream, wheel might be able to go in. Almost running out of gas, so this is going to be able to have the best time, wheel going into the pit stop. This is definitely might be our cue, we'll be able to go in. So good thing that this is going to be able to have that fuel map, will be in case we're also going to be able to take that strategy, we'll go in. Going to make sure to be able to have that good properly onto the pit entry, we'll also to go in. So hope my crew is waiting for me to come over to change stuff on the tires and then give them a little bit time to refuel. Now that should probably doing good, so gonna make sure to be able to remind it. So gonna have that fuel map, we might need it in case. So this one might be able to go out onto the pits, and then this is gonna be needs to have that fuel map in case. Gonna make sure to be able to remember it since we're racing on the Nürburgring. So this one might be able to stay on to 3. So hope this one might be able to work well. We're gonna be able to take that properly. We might be able to get in by the position of each skill. So gonna make sure to be able to have that fuel map. We might be able to keep it well managed to save up the fuel. If possible, we might be able to move on to the next lap. So this one might be able to take a few chances. We might be able to get in. So this is going to be able to take a new set of a strategy. We'll be able to race. So good thing that this is, we'll be able to have a one good pit strategy. We're also going to need to use the fuel map while racing on the belt on Spa-Francochamps. It's going to be quite very necessary to be needed in case. So this is going to be able to take plenty of few strategies while we race. So going to make sure to be able to keep it well managed. We're always going to be able to take a lot of moderation of every Group 3 race car. We might be able to help out. So it will always going to be able to make different improvements. We might be able to make it simple. We're always going to be able to help us whenever we have to be able to make our ways to win. But it is always going to be able to make sure that this is going to get everything what we have to set up. So going to make sure to be able to have plenty of practice whenever we have to do it. So it will always going to be able to take a lot of bit of work. We're always going to be able to master on every other racetrack. So taking an endurance race as well. So this is going to be able to take one further step. We might be able to go in. But on second thoughts, so looks like he just passed me. So gonna make sure that this is going to be able to keep that turn. We'll also stay on it. But this one might be able to race again for the next time. Alright, so looks like almost there at the end of the 6th lap. So now moving on into the 7th. So looks like we're getting close. So this is going to be able to take a little bit more longer length of the time. So gonna make sure to keep on racing to be able to do the best. Because everybody always going to be able to enjoy watching the video. We'll always have a one good time on the endurance race. Is going to get everything we'll be prepared for. But it will always going to be able to do perfectly. We'll might be able to take that chance of a good race. We'll also to go in. Now luckily this is going to get everything we'll might need to take that practice onto the upper straight on the speed. So gonna make sure to be able to keep trying without any mistakes happen. So ignoring the track limit is going to be very tougher for us, so we have to be able to make sure to be able to keep it well managed on the acceleration. Is going to be very important. Now let's just going to be able to catch up onto the 6th place driver, boost along. Now this is going to get everything going in for us. So him and his Subaru WRX Group 3 is definitely might be pretty good to be able to take a lot of fuel efficiency. Is going to get everything going in. Now let's just be able to catch up to him. So this will might be able to take a lot of few skills. Will might be able to go in. this has to be able to do perfectly. So good thing that the pit stop cutscene also has that alarm sound that this is going to get everything. We'll be able to have a car, we'll be able to come in, we'll also to change up the tires. Now this is going to get everything, will be well concentrated. And in a few moments, so looks like another opponent is going to be able to pass my current position. So gonna make sure to keep trying. We're always gonna be able to make it in for. So this one might be able to take that power. We're always gonna be able to go in. So just gonna be able to change up onto 2 to be able to make it stand still. We might be able to keep holding it. So gonna make sure that this is gonna get everything will be needed to be able to change up the number of length of the fuel. We might be able to go in. Now looks like this is gonna get everything. We'll be proceed to get moving. So final lap, here we go. So this is going to be able to have the best race to finish. So this is going to get everything. We'll be able to have a good challenge. We'll be able to keep up on it. Test our racing skills to the limit. We're always going to be able to do perfectly. We're always going to make sure to keep it up. This is going to get everything. We'll be able to be ready for this one. Now, looks like this is going to be able to catch up. Will might be able to deal with the opponent. So, oh boy, getting a little bit caught up here. So, that was definitely might be a little bit distraction here. Well, always going to make sure, folks. Going to make sure that this is going to get everything to be able to keep it well maintained. We're always going to be able to make a one good acceleration. So, well, looks like this is going to get everything has to do it. Unless that this is going to be able to take plenty of faster work. We might be able to go in. So it will always going to be able to keep trying. We're always going to make sure that this is going to get everything will be needed to be able to have different types of pit strategies. So only one time per use. So this is going to get everything will be well properly. We might be able to take that handling. Will also to go in. But sometimes having that upper turn while accelerating by taking the hard turns on the left and right strategy struggles. So this is going to get everything what we have to do, but going to make sure to keep it well pressured while we accelerate. So this is going to get everything to be well struggled up to be made. So looks like this is going to get everything will be nearly there. So gonna be able to catch up, and then this will might be able to make one good straight attempt. We'll also to use the draft. We'll might be able to reach it up to increase the acceleration. This has to be able to catch up. We might be able to get nearly there. Okay, looks like first place driver is definitely might be doing good by the finish. So this will might be able to do perfectly well since the first race. So this is going to get everything to be well perfectly. We'll get settled to get set up for. We're taking a few practice out there before we will get started for the next season. So this is definitely might be doing good. So first race on Spa-Francochamps is finally complete by day 1. So this is going to get everything. We'll get started to be able to have one good race to train. We will always going to be able to be ready ourselves to be able to test our limits. We'll also to be able to give a good high speed on the track. So keep it well, proper balance, keep on racing. We're always going to be able to take a lot of limits. We might be able to go in. So hope everybody did pretty good. So a lot of penalties going on every race. So this one might be able to have a one-time moment to be able to make sure. So well, it happens all the time to be able to have the penalty by ignoring the track limit. So we will always have to be very careful. So we have to be able to make sure to be able to have a good clean race. We're always going to make sure to keep doing the best. Well, it was definitely might be doing okay, alright. So it was definitely might be pretty fun. So gonna make sure to be able to have to keep up with the training. So this will might be able to get started. We'll always need to do a lot of work. We'll also to take the total of lap time by 34.5 miles. That will be today's daily workout. So hope everybody will be ready, because this is going to be quite pretty challenging. We might be able to keep up. So by the results, taking a lot of field work. Will might be able to keep up. Will always going to be able to keep practicing. So it will always going to be able to race on the daily race. Will always going to be able to do for the best. So keep racing, you guys, while racing on Spa-Francochamps. This will be our training ground, so we might be prepared for the 2019-20 Exhibition Series on the Nations Cup and the Manufacturer Series on the second season. So get yourself prepared. We got a long day to go to be able to begin. It was a very good race out there to be at Spa-Francochamps for the daily race, so we did pretty good, but sometimes it's getting challenging for us if we have to be able to make sure we're always going to be able to test our skills to the limit. We're always going to be able to keep up or having a good speed, taking some few corners out there by the handling, so better make sure that this is going to be able to take a lot of practice out there, folks. We will always going to be able to keep up. We'll always do the best. So this might be able to have one good racing training. We might be able to get yourself prepared for the next season. So this is going to get everything what we have to do. We're always going to be able to make one perfect clean race. So get yourself prepared. So this might be able to take a lot of practice. So we might be able to get ready to be able to get started. Alright, folks. Glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. I'll be seeing you guys next time for continuing on the daily race on Gran Turismo Sports, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool.